Ronaldo's success makes no sense. Everyone talks about Ronaldo's success, his 5 Ballon d'Ors, his goals, his physique, but nobody really talks about how absurd his starting point was. Everything was against him. Wrong location, poor financial background, and yet nobody talks about how easily this could have not happened. Because if you would have looked at where he started, you would have bet against him. The only thing he had going for him was an unshakable belief that he could make it work and emotional support from his mom. And the irony is, football wasn't even his passion or dream at first. It was his escape route. It was literally survival mode. Was like, what else was he supposed to do? Cristiano Ronaldo was born on a Portuguese island of Madeira in a very poor family, and that island had nothing to offer him. One day, his dad took him to his work, and that is where he first got exposed to football. And since then, he never stopped playing football. You know how I always say, find what works for you, not what looks good on paper. That's exactly what this was. Ronaldo was not just playing. He became obsessed with this game. Every game became life or death for him. Lost a match, he is crying. Made a mistake, emotional breakdown. Due to this, his teammates literally started calling him crybaby. Now most people will see that as a weakness. But no, that was not a weakness. That's someone who cares so deeply about their goal that mediocrity physically hurts them. That's the kind of intensity you need when you are trying to break into competitive spaces. And here is where it gets real. At the age of 12, he got an opportunity at Sporting CP's academy in Lisbon. And for that, he had to make a tough choice. Stay in Madeira with his family or move to Lisbon alone. 12-year-old. Do you understand how young that is? Most kids at that age are worried about their homework and video games. And he was moving to a different city with no friends, no family, just pressure and expectations. And you know who made that possible? His mother. She didn't just support him. She made the hardest decision a parent can make, letting her child go. Knowing he might fail, knowing she might not see him for months, knowing she will suffer both emotionally and mentally. She chose opportunity over comfort. She backed him when there was no guarantee. That's what real support looks like. And can you imagine how tough it could be for him? Now you would think the hard part is over, right? He is in an academy, he is training. No, at age of 15, doctors found there is something wrong with his heart. He was diagnosed with tachycardia, a heart condition. When a person's heart races too fast, it could have ended his career. Most athletes would take months to recover. Be cautious. Ease back slowly. He was back on the field within days. No hesitation, no fear. That was not recklessness. That's someone who understands. The windows of opportunity don't wait for you to be ready. I really want you to understand this. These small things separate the people who make it from those who don't. Ronaldo wasn't naturally built for professional football. He was skinny, physically weak compared to his peers. That should have been his limitation. But instead of accepting it, he attacked it. Extra training sessions, stayed back after everyone left, worked on his body, his speed, his strength relentlessly. Over time, that weakness became his biggest strength. He engineered his own transformation. Then at 20, his father dies. Personal tragedy. The kind of thing that would justify taking a step back. But he did the opposite. Became more focused, more disciplined, and more driven to succeed. This shows that you don't need a perfect condition to succeed. You need the ability to adapt and push forward regardless of the conditions. And you can see the pattern here. Life gave him obstacles and setbacks at every stage of his life. But he built himself stronger to handle those difficulties. Every single stage, he identified what was holding him back and systematically fixed it. Weak body, fixed it. Limited exposure, moved to a bigger city. Heart condition, recovered and came back stronger. Personal loss, channeled it into motivation. This is strategic self-development. This is called taking ownership of your own journey. Now, when you look at him and his success of 5 Ballon d'Or, top goal scorer, global icon, it's easy to think it was inevitable. But it wasn't. So here is what you need to take away from his life story. Success isn't about having a perfect start. It's about having the right mindset to navigate an imperfect one. Talent opened doors, but discipline, obsession, and smart decisions, that's what keep you moving forward. You don't need ideal conditions. You need the commitment to build yourself into someone who can thrive in any condition. That's it for today, guys. Thank you.